Things. Oh my goodness. Goodness. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. So it looks like we lost the appeal. Oh my god. Well, we're back on the backup. We are back on the backup, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like Zeus is down and out on the other account, but don't worry, we're gonna still bring you the same quality entertainment. All right, you know this is like I said, the temperature is up definitely for MAGA. Well, we lost some of my good. Hopefully I can still download that. Oh my goodness, hold on. All right. Are officially black. All right, yeah, they are mad. They definitely are mad. Oh my goodness. All right, so we are once again back, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know why my settings are the way that they are. Okay, yeah, okay. Don't worry. We will continue. Jesus Christ. Okay, hold on. Okay, there we go. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. All right, so we're going to have to do a bit of an amendment to the show, ladies and gentlemen, all right? Uh, so what we got to revisit, I'm not going to revisit, but we've already covered how this court case in New York is tearing Donald Trump up, all right? And his supporters, they're very, very angry and upset today, all right? We've covered how Donald Trump was up at 2 a.m. Whining and complaining how the Republicans need to come help and rescue him, all right? And we were just, if I remember correctly, we were just about to get to the point where the gloves were about to come off, right? Good morning, Rick. We were getting to the point where the gloves were about to come off. Thank you, Ginger. All right, listen, I'm going to still do it. And we were going to get to the real reason why Donald Trump is terrified about this court case that he's got going on in New York. All right, should we do it? All right, and so with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, the gloves are officially off.
Everyone knows he's, and I wouldn't have said this 3 weeks ago.
I wouldn't have.
I wouldn't have said it. I was actually very kind to him. I was very kind to him, but now we can't be kind anymore because the gloves are off. The jar has been opened. He's taken me.
The gloves are off and the jar has been opened. All right. And so with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to our next part of the show. All right. And we're going to talk about the reason that Donald Trump is upset. All right. And here we go. Hold on. Where is it at? Oh, yes. Lawyers say that Trump is dreading testimony from Karen McDougal because of what she'll say. It will break Melania's heart. And this is the part that I knew. This is the real meat and potato. I know the entire Trump presidency is a whirlwind of scandal, nepotism, corruption, and outright theft of taxpayer money. You're forgiven if you've forgotten this entirely. But in the trial he's currently facing, where he's been charged with 34 counts of falsifying business records in order to influence the 2016 election, there is a twist. The false statement about his finances circle around hush money payments made to adult film star Stormy Daniels, aka Stephanie Clifford. Trump had a fling with her while Melania was pregnant with Barron, and seeing that might affect his chances of a career in politics if that got out, he paid her not to tell anyone. It's been all over the news lately, so I'm sure you remember all of that, or at least you did after you read this far. But do you remember the other woman? That one that Trump paid off to be quiet during that same period of time? Her name was Karen McDougal. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? She's going to testify. Uh-oh. And her testimony, it's going to be blockbuster. Because she did not have a brief encounter with Trump like Stormy Daniels did. She alleges that she and the ex-president had a full-on multiple encounter per month, almost a year relationship. All right, this is what the big bombshell is going to be. What's going to happen to his marriage when Melania hears or reads the transcripts of McDougal telling the court that she and Donald Trump engaged in I love yous, I love you, babe, that kind of stuff, for 10 months right after he married Melania. Wow, MAGA. Ooh-wee. This is what I'm here for. All right. Karen McDougal revealed in a clip prior that this wasn't just a one-night thing. Oh, no. They were madly in love with each other. This is all alleged to have happened in 2006. Trump married Melania in 2005. Thank you, Rick. And there's a backstory, too. Trump has been friends with David Pecker, all right, for years. Pecker used to be the publisher of the National Enquirer, and he paid McDougal $150,000 for exclusive rights to her tale of the affair she had with Trump. Oh, this is going to get nasty. He never ran that story, but McDougal did benefit. In addition to being paid a cash payment, she was given the cover of a few magazines. All right. In 2021, the FEC found that his parent company, AMI, had violated campaign laws. If he paid so that she wouldn't give her story to anyone else and didn't run the story, it basically amounted to a campaign contribution since it was intended to help Donald Trump win. Win. You see, ladies and gentlemen, this is the information that's really keeping Donald Trump up late at night at 2 a.m. I mean, on top of the fact that he is losing money, and he's losing a lot, right? On top of the fact that Jack Smith and Letitia James and Alvin Bragg and Fonnie Willis, they're going to prosecute him like no one ever has. This story right here, his love for Karen McDougal while his wife was at home pregnant and just giving birth to Barron, right after he just married her, is definitely going to rock things in Trump world. So listen up, ladies and gentlemen. Now that the cat's out of the bag, I need you all to once again help me and join me by giving Donald Trump and his deranged supporters what they deserve. Another round of booze and shame. I see there's still some dissension in my comment sections. Greetings attacking. Yes, I'm on my backup, all right? Because MAGA was very, very angry. But listen, MAGA, you must not have heard me at the top of the show.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country, if you're not happy here, you can leave. If you're not happy in the U.S.,
right,
if you're complaining all the time,
right,
very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
Right. If you're not happy in the United States of America, you can leave. Thank you, Mount Negro. Listen, with all of this news going on, you know that guy they call Sleepy Joe, the one they call Crooked Joe, that individual. Well, he's having quite the time these days, all right? Biden brags about beating Trump in most national polls at a rally. Says the momentum is clearly in our favor. Thank you, Rick, for the subscription. And this is President Joe Biden, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. That's quite impressive. Yes, by the way, please share the live because this is the backup account, and there may be people out there looking for Zeus. All right, on my main, it's down. It's going to be down until May 1st, I believe. So, yes, share the live to those who are looking for the truth if you can. I would greatly appreciate it. All right. And now let's continue. President Joe Biden bragged about beating former President Donald Trump in the most recent polls. and told his rally crowd, "Momentum is clearly on our side." The president was in Tampa, Florida on Tuesday to give a speech on reproductive freedom and ripping Florida 6-week abortion ban. Jess, it happens, Jess. You know, that's why you just do what you do. I get it, though. I'll try to be kinder to MAGA, but we can't be kind because the gloves are off, you know. But in a speech at Hillsborough Community College Dale Mabry campus, Biden talked about the polls after opening by ripping Trump as a liar. This is what he says. "I think, you know, where the press thinks I'm good or bad, thank you, Colstead, or indifferent, I think they acknowledge that there's less than truth that comes out of the other guy's mouth. And you know, you wouldn't know it from what you read and hear, but you know we're in pretty good shape in the polls. I know you're all activists. That's why I'm bothering to tell you this. The polls don't win you an election. The polls don't win you. But at least 23 national polls, I've been ahead in 10 of them. Trump has been ahead in 8, and we've been tied in 5. More importantly, the momentum is clearly in our favor." For example, we moved 8 points in the latest Marquette poll and 7 points in the Echelon poll, and the Marist poll now has us up by 3 nationwide. The point I'm making is people are beginning to listen. This is a time people begin to focus and listen. They have generic impressions up to now, but now they're like listening. And they're beginning to listen. And so, this campaign, how many offices have we opened now total? Well, where's my 133? Let's go. Biden has consistently complained that the press doesn't report positive polling news about his reelection, but obsesses over the bad ones, ladies and gentlemen. And so with that being said, you know what we all got to do? Join me in giving Donald Trump what he deserves, him and his supporters. Another round of what? Booze and shame. Biden is actually doing a lot better. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, we're gonna have to cruise through a couple of topics. All right, you know we got off to a bit of a rocky start, and you know we're having some issues with the app, but you know what? We'll make it through. All right, I appreciate all of you who've been able to hang in this long. Appeals court green lights the release of secret Trump battles to block aides from testifying. All right. Details of prosecutors' battles to obtain testimony from high-level White House aides to Donald Trump may soon become public. A federal appeals court ruled Tuesday in response to a political petition to access records related to the investigation of Trump's bid to subvert the 2020 election. All right. The unanimous ruling from a 3-judge panel of the D.C. Circuit Court of Appeals found that although those grand jury fights were properly kept secret at first, special counsel Jack Smith's office confirmed the existence of the legal battle soon after charging Trump last year in the 2020 election. Quote, "The district court's decision was correct when it issued, but things have changed," the judge declared. "There is little doubt that the Office of Special Counsel's disclosure of the privilege disputes substantively and materially changed the state of play in this case and its impact on the merits of the request." All right. So what this means, ladies and gentlemen, is that we will now be able to get more information about what, guess who, Jack Smith was trying to get Donald Trump to give him. All right. As it relates to the 2020 election subversion, you know, the election interference case that Donald Trump is currently being charged with in Washington, D.C. So I know this is once again bad news for MAGA, but it's a good sign that justice is working in this country, right? So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, join me once again in giving Donald Trump and his supporters what they deserve. Because guess who's going to get him? Jack Smith. Another round of booze and shame. silence. Listen, I know it's hard for a lot of you Trump supporters to actually keep up with what's happening, but all of the stuff that I'm sharing out and covering, I just want you to keep in mind. It's just another sign that the MAGA demon is losing. Thank you, Michelle, for the subscription. It's just another sign that it's over for MAGA. I'm being sincerely honest with you, all right? All right, let's move it along, ladies and gentlemen, all right? And then we'll get to opening up those boxes because I understand a lot of us have a lot of other things to do today. Thank you, Rick. Thank you, Rick. I appreciate it. No. Latinos for Trump. Listen, how much is Donald Trump paying you to say that on this app? Because I know that's not really what you believe. I know for sure that's not what you believe. Thank you, Dallas. You have no evidence to justify your blind allegiance to MAGA. All right, seriously. I've never met a Trump supporter that can accurately justify why they support Donald Trump. If you actually got something of value that you want to share with Zeus, be pleased. Send Zeus a guest request when I open up those boxes, all right? And bring a screenshot because you have no evidence that Donald Trump's tax plan is helping you. You don't. You have no evidence that Donald Trump was really good at the economy. You have no evidence that he was a great businessman. You have no evidence that Donald Trump was a great father, all right? So what was Donald Trump actually great at, MAGA? Seriously. He's trying to make America great again. And you know what I say? If you want to make America great again, it begins with the mass deportation of MAGA. All right. This is just a heads up. This is one of the, I would say, most important issues that is going to be on the ballot this November. The access to abortion, right? 2 years after the national right to abortion by overturning Roe versus Wade, the Supreme Court on Wednesday will scrutinize one of the marquee efforts by the Biden administration to preserve access in the post-Roe v. Wade era. The Biden administration is challenging Idaho's enforcement of its ban in medical emergencies, putting a spotlight on what has been one of the most politically explosive flashpoints in the aftermath of Roe's demise. The Justice Department maintains that federal law requires hospitals to offer the procedure if necessary to stabilize the health of emergency room patients. Even in states like Idaho, that procedure is an issue. At the time the lawsuit was filed, Attorney General Merrick Garland characterized the case as part of the department's promise to work tirelessly to protect and advance reproductive freedoms in the wake of Roe's reversal. See, ladies and gentlemen, this is what's going on in the country. MAGA, they're hell-bent on sending this country backwards, right? What did Joe Biden say? What did he say? Let me tell you what Joe Biden said. All right, what did he say? Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Okay.
MAGA forces are determined to take this country backwards.
Right. They're determined to take this country backwards. They want to go to 1864. Right. Thank you, Queen Flea, for the subscription. They want to reinstitute slavery, right? They want women to not have the right to vote. These folks are some of the most deranged, evil individuals in this country. And we got to go through all of these hoops to push back against their nasty, aggressive, evil conduct. And this is why we must continue to do what we do. Because MAGA has no shame, we have to give it to them, right? Ladies and gentlemen, join me once again in giving Donald Trump, who's responsible for this because he pushed through those conservative justices, right? And his supporters, who are also responsible for this because they sat there and they okayed it, ladies and gentlemen. Join me in giving them what they deserve. Another round of what? Booze and shame! All right, let's move it along. All right, we got to cover January 6th, ladies and gentlemen. Then I'm going to open up those boxes, all right? And so let's get into some January 6th updates, all right? Many of you know what happened on that day in American history. That was an assault on our democracy, It definitely was an act of treason, right? We all saw what happened when Donald Trump and his supporters launched an attack against the United States government because he lost. But what we don't have, what we struggle to actually agree on is what actually happened that day, right? And so what I'm going to do, ladies and gentlemen, is remind you all what exactly happened on January 6th. But in order to understand it, we got to go back in time, all right, and analyze and revisit what was happening during that time period. Many of you recall what was going on. We were in the nasty part of a pandemic, right? Donald Trump saw the writing on the wall. His poll numbers were tanking. The economy was tanking, and millions of Americans were losing their lives. So Donald Trump decided to come up with a plan, along with the help of some of his cronies, that would allow him to remain in power. All right, what did the plan consist of?
It's a rigged election. It's the only way we're going to lose.
Right. Repeatedly posting on Twitter at the time information about the election being rigged. And what did that do? Well, that planted a seed of doubt in the mind of his supporters, right? And so what did Donald Trump do after this? Well, if you recall, Donald Trump saw what happened on the night the election was called, right? You all remember it. Joe Biden won. There was not a red wave. There was a blue wall of resistance to MAGA, right? And so Donald Trump was supposed to come out that night and concede to President-elect Joe Biden. But did he do that, ladies and gentlemen? Did Donald Trump come out and concede to President Joe Biden? No. Instead, that seed of doubt that he planted, this is him talking about the Dominion voting system, which we all know was a big lie. He came out that night and he said this, ladies and gentlemen. Listen to what he said that night.
We had such a big night. You just take a look at all of these states that we've won tonight, and then you take a look at the kind of margins that we've won them by. And all of a sudden, it's not like we're up 12 votes and we have 60% left. We won states, and all of a sudden, I said, what happened to the election? It's off. And we have all these announcers saying, what happened? And then they said, oh, because you know what happened? They knew they couldn't win. So they said, let's go to court. And did I predict this, Newt? Did I say this? I've been saying this from the day I heard they were going to send out tens of millions of ballots. I said exactly, because either they were going to win, or if they didn't win, they'll take us to court.
Right.
So Florida was a tremendous victory.
Right. He didn't concede right there, did he? He actually watered that seed of doubt. That's what he was doing right there. And then he went one step further. He put a little fertilizer on that seed.
76,000 votes with almost nothing left. And all of a sudden everything just stopped. This is a fraud on the American public. This is an embarrassment to our country. We were getting ready to win this election. Frankly, we did win this election.
You hear that? He went from conceding to lying to his supporters and telling them that he won the election. And you know what that did? That radicalized them. That made them go from being regular supporters to becoming his soldiers. Yes, Donald Trump thinks of himself as the modern day Jefferson Davis, and he was leading the new version of the Civil War. This was the Civil War 2.0. He was robbed, according to him. So, what's the next phase of this? What's the next thing Donald Trump decides to do, ladies and gentlemen? Well. He decides to come up with a plan to remain in power. First, he puts this into motion. You all remember it. You all remember this, right? Right, here we go.
I just want to find 11,780 votes, which is one more than we have.
That's the fake elector scheme. Yeah. So he has a fake elector scheme going on in this state of Georgia, the one Fonnie Willis is prosecuting him in now. But he also decides to stage a coup on the United States Capitol. You want to know how he does it? He does it like this. Attention, all Trump supporters. I lost to Joe Biden and I'm very angry. So what I need for you to do is sell everything that you have, all right? And meet me in Washington, D.C. at an event that I'm hosting called Stop the Steal. Be there. It's going to be wild. That's what he told his supporters. Remember, this is what happened. And so what did his soldiers do? What did his Confederate soldiers begin to do? Well, you know what they did next? They began to pile in the back of these U-Hauls. You remember these U-Hauls? The Proud Boys, the Boogaloo Boys, the Patriot Front, right there. They put on those masks. You see them with the mask on? These are the same knuckleheads that during the pandemic told you they can't wear a mask because the mask makes it harder for them to breathe. Isn't it funny how when Donald Trump instructs them to stage an attack on the Capitol, they have no problem masking up? Yeah. We got you, ladies and gentlemen. We got them on tape. That's not BLM. That's not Antifa. That's not the FBI. These are Trump supporters. So what happens next? Well, ladies and gentlemen, you know how this story goes. They get some orders from one of their lieutenants when they get to Washington, D.C. You know who that is, right? Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Everything. If we flood the Capitol building, flood all the government buildings, go inside. These are public buildings. We own them. We own these buildings. Do you understand that? We own the buildings and we pay all the people that work in the building. Finished with our meetings here at the White House this afternoon. We had a great planning session for our January 6th objection. We aren't going to let this election be stolen by Joe Biden and the Democrats. President Trump won by a landslide. Call your House reps, call your senators from your states. We've got to make sure they're on board. We already have a lot of people engaged. Okay, stay tuned.
Right. That's Marjorie Taylor Greene, who we all suspect may be linked to that pipe bomber on January 6th, instructing MAGA to go to the United States Capitol on January 6th. Storm the Capitol. It's your building, she tells her supporters, these Trump supporters. So, now that we got the fake elector scheme in motion, and we got these radicalized Trump supporters at the United States Capitol, what's the next phase of the attack? Well, there's an exchange that takes place, ladies and gentlemen, with this guy, Donald Trump, and his Vice President, Mike Pence. He goes into the office and tells Pence, listen, I got everything in motion. I got the fake elector scheme cooking, and I got my soldiers here at the battlefield. What we need you to do, Pence, is we need you to not certify those votes for Joe Biden like we told you to. And you know what Pence did? He grew a little spine that day and said, well, Mr. President, I would love to, but I can't do that. Because get this, that would be asking me to place you above the Constitution. That's a sacred document, right? That's what our founding fathers fought for, all right? You know, a lot of Americans lost their lives because of that sacred document. So unfortunately, Mr. President, I won't be able to help you out with this one. And you can see Donald Trump is obviously very angry at his vice president, storms out, goes to his Secret Service, and he goes to them and he says, take me to the United States Capitol to meet up with my soldiers at the ellipse. Sir, those folks are armed. They have tactical gear. They have chemical sprays. All right, military grade equipment. All right, it's very dangerous. Take me to be with my soldiers, he demands Secret Service. After all, they're not bringing those weapons to harm me. So what happens next? Donald Trump gets taken to go see his supporters at the ellipse. We all remember it. He gets to the ellipse, ladies and gentlemen, and he looks out and he sees a sea of his supporters. These are his soldiers, ladies and gentlemen. These were the people at the ellipse on January 6th. And he decides, you know what we got to do? Let's encourage them to engage in heinous acts of violence.
Now it is up to Congress to confront this egregious assault on our democracy. And after this, we're going to walk down, and I'll be there with you. We're going to walk down. We're going to walk down anyone you want, but I think right here we're going to walk down to the Capitol. And we're going to cheer on our brave senators and congressmen and women. And we're probably not going to be cheering so much for some of them. Because you'll never take back our country with weakness. You have to show strength and you have to be strong.
Right, right. And so with that, ladies and gentlemen, his soldiers begin to march upon the United States Capitol with their intent to destroy a lot of the progress that had been made in this country by placing a dagger at the throat of our democracy. But you want to know what's interesting? This is what happened. On their way there, you could hear them chanting. They wanted to unalive Mike Pence, our vice president. These are Trump supporters. These are why we call them seditionists, treasonist traitors. All right. There was also a situation that happened with one of their, do you all remember who Ashley Babbitt was? Do you all remember who Ashley Babbitt was? Maybe, let me help you remember who Ashley Babbitt was. All right. This is Ashley Babbitt there. And we got some audio of Miss Babbitt on that day. Would you like to hear the audio? Let's listen to what Ashley Babbitt was saying that day.
District, why don't you worry about your own goddamn district and the shit that's going on there? You are a complete, I'm telling you right now, I'm putting all you on notice. Every single one of you politicians in California, Gavin Newsom, Jerry Brown, Maxine Waters, Duncan Hunter, what the hell is Kamala? Where is Kamala? Talking about ISIS like KKK. We got this Margaret Karen. You know what? We have thousands of people on the other side of the world. If people can't get to work, our economy is going to take an absolute tank because you guys refuse to choose America over your stupid political party. Capital and a mob, there's an estimated over 3 million people here today. So despite what the media tells you, boots on the ground definitely say something different. There is a sea of nothing but red, white, and blue.
You hear what she said? She said, despite what the media tells you, there are boots on the ground and there is a sea of red, white, and blue patriots for Donald Trump. She didn't say it was for BLM or Antifa or the FBI, MAGA. And we all know what happened to Miss Babbitt that day. That was Ashley Babbitt right before she lost her life in the battlefield for Donald Trump. And you want to know what Donald Trump said about Babbitt after she lost her life, MAGA?
Some information that stands out to me is that Donald Trump was passed a note after one of the rioters was shot in the Capitol and was made clear that this person had been shot, this woman had been shot in the chest. And the valet says that he offered no reaction upon noting that. He kept sitting in the chair watching the violence unfurl on TV.
A non-reaction at the death of Ashley Babbitt.
Wow. A non-reaction. He didn't care that one of his soldiers had lost their life in the battlefield for him. He didn't care. You see, MAGA, this is why the temperature is the way that it is in this country when it comes to you and your behavior. Because you don't see it for what it is. January 6th was a domestic terrorist attack led and orchestrated by Donald Trump and his supporters, and the Capitol building was the crime scene. So now, ladies and gentlemen, now that we are at the crime scene of January 6th, I have an update about what happened to another Trump supporter, another deranged soldier of his. Here we go. Here we go. You can go fact check this and you can go look it up. I have no reason. The Dake 56. Good morning, Shay. The Dake. Thank you, Shay. Wow, you know they're so nice. Thank you, Shay. The Dake. I have not mentioned anybody from Antifa, BLM, or FBI. So knock it off. All right. All right. Texas man sentenced to prison for assaulting law enforcement during January 6th. You can go look this up. A Texas man was sentenced today in the District of Columbia on charges related to his actions during the January 6, 2021 Capitol breach. His actions and those of others disrupted a joint session of the United States Congress convened to ascertain and count the electoral votes related to the 2020 presidential election. You want to see what he looks like? Fine, I'll give it to you. And there he is right there. Matthew DaSalva. How about that? 51 of Lavin, Texas, was sentenced in U.S. District Court, all right, by Judge Carl Nichols to 28 months in prison and 6 months of supervised release. On July 19, 2023, Judge Nichols found him guilty of felony charges of civil disorder and assaulting, resisting, impeding certain officers. In addition to the felonies, De Silva was found guilty of misdemeanor offense of act of physical violence in the Capitol building. According to the government's evidence, he was present among a crowd of rioters amassed on the west front of the Capitol grounds on January 6. Approximately 2:35 p.m., De Silva made his way to the West Plaza of the Capitol grounds, holding a flagpole and waving a large blue flag. At around 4:20 p.m., De Silva was observed on the Capitol Police CCTV television footage at the backdrop of a group of rioters engaging in a group of heave-ho maneuver in an attempt to dislodge law enforcement from their position defending the Lower West Terrace Tunnel entrance to the building. The tunnel was the site of the most violent attacks against law enforcement on January 6. They don't back the blue, ladies and gentlemen. They attack the blue. So what we're going to do, let's send these fake soldiers off the old-fashioned way. These seditionists, treasonous traitors who assaulted law enforcement. All right, ladies and gentlemen, join me in giving seditionist De Silva what he deserves. A round of boos and shame.
Silence, you MAGA demon!
And because he's been arrested, convicted, and sentenced, let's send him off the old-fashioned way.
I'd like to begin by addressing the heinous attack on the United States Capitol. Like all Americans, I am outraged by the violence, lawlessness, and mayhem. I immediately deployed the National Guard and federal law enforcement to secure the building and expel the intruders. America is and must always be a nation of law and order. The demonstrators who infiltrated the Capitol have defiled the seat of American democracy. To those who engaged in the acts of violence and destruction, you do not represent our country. And to those who broke the law, you will pay.
Do you hear that, MAGA? You do not represent our country, and you will pay. You see how we got here as a country? It's because you all do something that I just can't quite understand. You worship Donald Trump. All right, a clown. Donald Trump is a clown for those of you who don't know it. He's the clown. He's the biggest clown in town. You worship a man that wakes up every day, ladies and gentlemen, and puts makeup on himself, right? You know, clowns, they put makeup on. This guy wakes up every day. He paints himself orange. You know, clowns put a wig on. He puts this bird's nest right on his head, smacks it right on there, right? You know, Cloud's got a uniform. He puts on that nasty diaper. All right. He puts on a nasty diaper and what do you call? Soils himself very, very nasty like. Right? And you all worship this guy. He gets on his social media platform and gives you your daily orders. Jump. He says, you jump. All right. Send me the money. You send him the money. And then you get on TikTok every day crying and complaining that you can't buy no bread, you can't pay for gas, you can't buy no eggs. Well, I'll tell you why you can't do any of those things, ladies and gentlemen. You Trump supporters, I'll tell you why. Because you're worshiping a clown. Do you know what you look like? Donald Trump is running the biggest circus currently ever built. It spans all over the United States. It goes all over the globe. He gets you all to put on those nasty red hats and do everything he says do. You're nothing but an act in this man's circus. When are you going to wake up, MAGA? It's sad. It really is. All right? Now he's fighting for his life in a courtroom because he's finally being held accountable, and you can't deal with it. Wake up. All right? You're not that intelligent. I know you believe in all of these conspiracies, but when are you going to realize it's all a lie? All right, but get this. If you don't want to wake up, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, which is giving it to you, all right? And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, let's open up the boxes and hear from those of you who are brave enough to get in the box and tell the truth and shame the devil. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Zeus is on his backup account. You know exactly what happened. We don't need to go into detail, all right? You know how it gets out here. All right, and so please share the live with those who may be looking for Zeus, because you know I'm going to be here for a week. You know what they do to you. All right, and like I said, anyone out there that has evidence that Joe Biden is a criminal, I would love to hear from you. I'm only asking that you come in and let the facts speak for themselves. How about that? All right, don't get in the box and start ranting and raving. Listen, I've heard every MAGA conspiracy that exists. I've heard them all. So just because you get in the box and start yelling, it doesn't change a thing. So come in, all right? And then this is an exercise for MAGA if you can. Come in with some decorum, get that MAGA demon under control, all right? And actually be prepared to share the information that you ran across, all right? Because this is what this is about, making sure people know what's really, really going on, my friend.
All right. What is good?
What's good? What's going on? How are you doing, bro?
Just living the dream.
Are you
Congested again.
are you in the bunker right now?
You could say that, yeah.
No, okay. Let's go. Uh-oh.
Yes. What's that?
No.
Is that
Keep
Tokyo?
going. No.
Yeah, no. So, I mean, obviously, we're having very difficult discussions with people every day, and
Yes.
this is very hard to understand how they could be led to water and never find the water,
Right.
and they're still trying to figure this out.
Mm.
But the good news is that Donald Trump is on trial in New York, and Michael Cohen is going to testify, and David Pecker is already testifying.
Yep.
And yesterday he had a pretty startling testimony where he said that essentially the he said the boss wants to talk to you to Michael Cohen said the boss wants to talk to you to David Pecker.
Right.
So that was the whole catch and kill scheme that we talked about years ago, and they were all involved with it.
Yeah.
There's no denying it now.
What about David Pecker's credibility? You know, because
I
Michael
mean,
Cohen, they say, is a liar. All right, he lied under oath and all of these things. How is David Pecker going to measure up with that, in your opinion?
I don't know. I mean, I know that he's a little bit of a loose cannon, if you will, but
Yeah,
I don't know much more about him other than that. I just know that he's kind of like he has to be reined in a lot. He says
yeah.
some things, he does things.
Who
But yeah,
does?
no, I David Pecker.
Oh, okay, okay.
I
I'm
guess he
joking.
was about to say something yesterday, and the prosecution was like, "No, don't do that. Don't go
Yeah,
there."
yeah. They can't. There's
Um,
certain things he can't say. Right. That's how the rules of evidence are.
yeah. So I mean, our friends are following the trial very closely. They're over there in their lives.
Mm.
Uh, they've got a lot of echoes going through the cave.
Oh.
Uh, there's a lot of yes, yes men and women in there to Donald Trump, and
Mm.
they're very excited about it. They think that
Right.
they're winning and they're going to have a good outcome here.
Right.
But I guess we'll see at the end of everything here. But it doesn't look too good for Orange Caligula.
What about the gag order thing? What's the latest on that? Any updates?
I don't believe that has been decided yet because I haven't got
Mm.
any type of alert.
Oh,
So
okay,
I would
okay.
guess that it's not happening. One of the things that I can definitely abide by is if I don't get an AP alert about something, it probably didn't happen yet.
Bingo. Bingo.
Uh,
Bingo. Yeah. Well,
so
that's
yeah,
just
I
good.
mean that's always a good rule to go by.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've just been laying low. I've been co-hosting the Michael Cohen program when
I
I
I.
can.
I've seen you doing that. Great job, bro.
Yeah,
Keep on doing it. Keep up the great work.
it's good for me and therapeutic trying to get myself out of my own head,
Yes,
which
yes,
is still obviously an issue. But hey, we're
yes.
working on that too.
Hey, I love it. I love it. All right. All right. Well,
One
listen.
step at a time, and I just got electrocuted by heaven.
Yes, let's go, Heavy. Let's go. You're quite the
Oh,
star out here,
oh,
Z-Buck.
look
You
at
really
this! Look at
are.
the look at this! Look at
Yeah,
it!
yeah,
You
yeah, yeah,
guys
yeah.
are too kind. I mean,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You're quite
Well,
the star these days. So keep up the great work.
I'm
I
also a
know.
topic of conversation. Apparently, I got like 5 different messages yesterday from 5 different people about how I was being talked about in the live, so
Oh, was it? Well, listen.
and I
I'm
was
assuming.
told to stay out of the lives, so by the
Don't
people. So
don't worry, bro. Listen, that's a
I feel
sign
like
of
they're
greatness.
jealous.
That's a sign of greatness. Keep up the great work. All right, seriously.
We love you. You're very special, and
Yeah.
uh, and that's a wrap. I'm out of here.
All right.
Go
All right.
Pirates!
Okay, okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to Z-Pod. Yes, they are jealous. All right, listen. What we're doing, ladies and gentlemen, is we're breaking down the heavy hammer of truth and making sure that the people out here all over the country understand just how dangerous of a threat Donald Trump is to the United States. All right, so let's move it along, ladies and gentlemen. I'm hoping that we can. Okay, let's see. Who do we got this morning? All right. Good morning, Charles. How are you doing? Good morning, Charles. How are you?
I'm doing fine.
All
Susan, I
right.
want you to know
This-
when you speak out against Donald Trump, there are no lies detected.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now, this is our first time doing business, huh?
Oh no, this is the second time. But
Okay, okay. This is my backup, so I'm not following you. All right. I got you now. All
okay,
right. Now, what do you want to talk about, my
so
good friend? And you're right.
let's continue to talk about Donald Skunk.
That's funny how you said skunk, because we know what he's doing in that courtroom, right?
Exactly, and that's the direction I was going in.
Yes,
That was
yes.
absolutely the direction I was going in. I don't know how these mega clowns can continue to support Donald Trump when he spent his first year on the golf course doing nothing for it, nobody. So
Nothing.
how in the world that you can say that he is your leader? And I'm thinking a leader, he's the Antichrist, and all his fool people are following him.
Yep.
He has deceived so many people, and they continue to support him. And he told this crowd during the insurrection to follow them. Then he makes that other statement saying that they should be prosecuted.
Yeah.
So people should understand that he's not for them. So why follow a clown? And he's definitely a clown too. So I'm saying, when you speak, there are no lies detected, my brother.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Because a lot of people, a lot of people think I'm saying it just to be funny, which, you know, I am that. But, you know, this is really what it is. He literally is running a circus, and they're all part of the act.
Absolutely, absolutely. People need to take the scales off of their eyes and see what is really going on.
Good morning.
I can't believe people could be so idiotic when it comes to Donald Trump.
Yeah.
But you know, those that can see clearly. They can see the forest from the trees.
Right.
And Donald Trump is a threat to the United States, no matter which way you look at it. He'll never get my vote.
Tell him.
That's right.
Yeah,
Blue all the way, my brother. Blue all the way.
Yeah. Blue all the way. This is, I mean, but why do you think his supporters continue to follow him blindly like this?
Well, you know something? They're following him blindly, and they all gonna fall in that hole. Every one of them's gonna fall.
They gonna fall in that ditch.
That's right.
Shared hatred. That's what some people are saying. Yeah, I mean, these people, as far as I'm concerned, they don't have the ability to really look at who they are, or if they do, they see Donald Trump. They see themselves in Donald Trump. All right, and they don't understand that when they do this, they're telling on themselves in the process. Right.
Absolutely, Zeus. And Zeus, I'm not gonna hold you up because I know you probably got a plethora of people waiting to come up here. So I'm just gonna say, have a blessed day, my brother.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to Brother Charles, who had the courage to come in the box and tell the truth. No lies detected. I love it. All right, brother. Thank you for all that you do. All right, let's move it along. All righty then. All right. Good morning, Shay. I know you got to get to work. How are you doing, the beautiful Shay?
Yes, I do, my friend. I'm good. I'm sorry that they're out after us. I heard, got to take
yeah. The main is down.
I tell you, well, they are seeing the writing on the wall. Did you see the election in Pennsylvania? The primary results?
I heard about them, but please share out, all right? Because I know you got the details. You got the goods.
Oh, man. I saw this morning, and I was like, wow. I mean, as someone that's been in politics, you know, basically all my life, I'm like, wow. So here's the deal. So Pennsylvania primary, right? So here we've got the results. So we've got Joe Biden at over 967,000 votes, right?
Right. That's
Donald Trump, and Donald Trump came in at 771,000 votes. This is Pennsylvania, guys.
Wow.
This is a primary.
Wow.
That's not even the best part, but let me just focus in on that for 2 seconds. Primaries are not highly, people don't really show up for primary votes.
Right.
So when you see an outstanding difference in a primary vote between Biden and Trump, this is indicative of what's going to happen in 6 months, okay? Here's the kicker that you guys need to see.
Wow.
Who got 17% of the Republican vote in the primary?
Don't say your name. Haley. Oh, I thought you were going to say Nancy Pelosi, but Nikki Haley.
Who dropped out of the race 6 weeks ago. But they're still voting for her. 17% in Pennsylvania voted for her. Why are they doing it? Because they're telling you they're never going to vote for Trump again.
Wow.
He does not have the support of those Pennsylvanian Republicans. And you see, because I know you think that, oh my gosh, you see all the protests of the pro-Palestinians.
Yeah.
You guys are pushing the rhetoric about the migrants in the streets and the blue cities in Chicago and New York. Don't
Tell
like
them,
Democrats and all that. So that's what they're pushing the narrative on you to begin. So you need to understand when you see these votes, it is very clear what's going on within the hearts and the minds of the American people. Trump is losing his grip on the Republican Party. It's absolutely clear. The other thing that you're seeing, look what Mitch McConnell has come out and said. Look what Mike Johnson has done. Look at all of the stuff that's going on. He is losing his grip on the Republican Party.
Are the court cases impacting his grip a little bit, in your opinion?
I think so. I definitely think so. But I mean, obviously we talk, it's like, I don't care, it's a witch hunt, right?
Right.
In the end, I think it's his petulant behavior that people are getting absolutely disgusted with. It's also his back and forth on his abortion stance, right? Because, you're either pro-life or you're not, and he can't figure out which lane he wants to be on because he's so about winning the election. And yesterday, David Pecker basically said that this wasn't about keeping Melania from getting hurt. This was about election interference.
Ooh.
This is pretty serious, guys.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
So when they were talking about this scheme, did you hear anything about Melania in it?
No. No.
Like he didn't say suppress it so that Melania doesn't find out. He didn't say anything like that.
Nope, they didn't. No, because it's not about the Melania knew he was a dog. She married him. She knew he was a dog. I mean, this wasn't about that. It was absolutely his way to steal the election and influence the election.
Wow.
And he did. And so it's going to be interesting to see if people like Ted Cruz and so many of them come out and sue him for being behind such salacious articles about them and the lies and stuff now that that's come out, right? Yeah. So I think a lot of that is just turning the voters off. And it's interesting.
So is it safe to say the American people are starting to have enough of Donald Trump? All right. A good majority of us, right?
Absolutely. His behavior after presidency has not grown his base at all. In fact, it's shrinking his base.
You hear that, MAGA?
They're not even showing up to protest at the courthouse. They're not even anywhere around. They're not standing by him.
I heard there was 5 people at court yesterday. Right?
You complain that they're all blocked off, and then there's lots of people going, literally, I can walk up to the doors of the courthouse. It's not being blocked off. Like,
wow. Tell them, Shay.
They're just not there. And then they were like, oh, well, look at the crowds of people as he's going to Trump Tower. They all have cameras in hand. There's no like Trump flags or anything. They're all just like wanting to get a picture of the loser going back to Trump Tower. I mean, that's all that is.
Right.
It's really. Did you see that he gave the key to the White House to the ex-prime minister of Japan at Trump Tower yesterday?
Yeah. What was that about? Is he? I mean, he's clearly out of his mind.
He is. He cannot.
Deranged.
The fact that he is not the president of the United States. He's mentally unable to get it. He is just. It's insane to me. I'm like, why are you giving a fake key to the White House to an ex-prime minister from an ex-president? Like, what is this? Like, it's like they're doing everything they can to keep him happy, right?
Wow, yeah, they're trying.
Here, why don't you do this? Won't this make you feel powerful? Okay, now let's go over here, Donnie, and let's make this help you feel powerful, because he is losing his mind. Like, he can't take it.
He's up at 2 a.m. ranting and raving about all of this. It's quite the thing. Thank you, Valerie. Thank you, Valerie. Oh my gosh.
He's playing make-believe. Anyway, I'll let you go, my friend. I just wanted to give you some interesting deets that are coming up.
I appreciate it. All you do, seriously. Thank you for the update, Shay, and have a great, wonderful day at work. All right.
I will. Everybody have a wonderful day.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give the beautiful Shay a round of applause. No lies detected, all right? Listen, there are some Zeus haters out there, all right? You know what I got to say to the Zeus haters out there? Maybe you didn't hear me at the top of the show.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country, if you're not happy here, you can leave.
Right.
If you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now.
Right.
Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
That's right. You heard it. All right. Now listen up, Homer. I see you out there in the comment section. Why don't you come on up here and get it off? Tell us why you're very angry. All right. Because you're not angry at Zeus. I know all you Trump supporters. You're not angry at me. You're angry because you can't say what I say to your cult leader. All right. Because you know what'll happen if you say what you say. Yeah. Call me all those names, Homer. I'm up here in the box. Come on up here, Homer. I sent you an invite. You got to understand, Homer. I've heard every MAGA insult that you could imagine. Your brains aren't really that huge, all right? So I've heard everything you can think of. You don't know many words when it comes to the English language, Homer, all right? Is that the best you got? I just sent you an invite. Come on now. Come on up here. Listen. It says invitation sent. Do you know how to use TikTok, champ? Do you know how to use TikTok? Oh my goodness. Well, ladies and gentlemen, yes, Valerie, the gloves are about to be off. He works for a Democratic machine. Homer, whatever you call yourself, Mr. Loser. Can we call you that, Mr. Loser? Mr. doesn't know anything. Do you know how to use TikTok? All right. Once again, this is the last time, Mr. Homer Simpson. I'm going to hit the invite. It says invitation sent. Now, what's happening on your phone, on your device when I send you that? All right. Don't sit out there and pretend. There's two, but I'm talking to the one that's green. All right. Well, I guess Homer doesn't know. I think he can at least come up, I believe, and talk. All right. But he can't turn his camera on. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, you know what we got to do, because Homer doesn't know how to use TikTok, but somehow he knows how the government works, right? So guess what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen? Since Homer and none of his followers can come in the box and talk to Zeus, let's all give them what they deserve, all right? Everyone, please join in. Get the blueberry. Well, this is not the other account, all right? But get the tomatoes out, all right? And let's give Homer what he deserves. A round of what? Booze and shame!
Silence! You never demon!
You know, I'd rather be buckwheat, Homer, than to be illiterate and not know how to use TikTok and to be really struggling, all right? I mean, listen, you got to come up with better insults, all right? I mean, you sound deranged, all right? I get it. We get it. Donald Trump has you in a very compromising position. We get it. What a disgusting individual. All right, let's bring up our next panelist. Good morning, Nutty. How are you doing, my good friend? Nutty, are you there? See, Homer? Oh, no. Oh, wait a second. You got a lot going on over there, champ. There's a lot going on, Nutty. Oh, my goodness. All right, so Homer, as you can see, the guest request does work. It's you, all right? Let's move it along, lady. Yeah, Nutty, there was something going on over there, champ. Try again if you can. I'll give you a couple seconds. I don't know if perhaps you were on that MAGA Wi-Fi or what. Okay. All right. Let's try it again, Nutty. Going once, going twice. All right, moving along. All right, let's bring up our next panelist. Good morning. Truth will prevail. How are you doing?
Good morning, Zeus. I'm doing well. How are you?
I am all right. Just another day in the kingdom, tending to the affairs as usual.
I just want to piggyback a little bit on what Shay said. And last time I saw the polls, Biden had a 16% lead with women voters. Yes, we love that.
Yeah.
Women supporting women.
Amen.
And I do believe we have a lot of the Republican votes as well. I think it's going to be a slam dunk.
You're
That's
saying,
what I think.
So you're saying it's going to be too big to rig?
It's going to be way too big to rig. I mean,
ooh, that's so hilarious to me.
and I do believe that as time goes by, the people that were will make a decision, you know, whether they don't vote or they vote for Biden. I don't think there's a chance on this, in this beautiful country we have, that he'll ever see the White House again. That's what I think. And I think too, besides Republican voters, and women, Democrats, yeah, it's going to be just, there's no chance. If I'm just looking at Congress and
Yeah.
all of the people that I've talked to myself and that I see on this app that
Yeah.
said they've always voted Republican, whether they've been a Republican for 10 years and they're a
Wow.
baby Republican or on up to 70-year Republican, they will not vote for Trump. So
Wow.
a
Wow.
lot of people, it's a broken party. I mean, it's sad. I do feel for them, especially people that are very into politics, but you can just see which way it's going.
Yeah, I mean, what happens to a party that basically sells everything they have to the allegiance of one individual? I mean, this is exactly what happened to that party, if you ask me. I've never seen anything like this, and it's quite interesting. It's fascinating, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. It looks to me as the beginning of the end, because what happens after
Lady
he
Rima.
loses, and then what happens to the party? I don't know. It looks pretty bad for them.
Well,
Anyway,
a good amount of them might end up in prison, getting that ultimate MAGA reward. Jail if they don't get their soul
ultimate
right.
mega reward
Yeah.
with the chapter.
Chapter 11 in between, right? You know it, right? You know exactly what's going to happen to these Trump supporters. Yeah.
All right, Zeus, and as I always like to say to people that give their time and support, I thank you very much for your platform and what you do. I love watching your show. I watch you daily. Have a great day.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to the beautiful Truth Will Prevail. No lies detected. All right, Homer, did you figure out how to use TikTok, Homer? All right, I'm waiting to hear from you, champ. All right, I know it's a struggle out there. All right, but someone should be able to help you get it right. All right, greetings. I see you, Lex. All right, good morning, brother Attacking. How are you doing?
Well, I'm kind of pissed.
Why?
Well, after what Shay said, I bought off of Trump's site keys to the White House, so I just threw mine away. Did I just get taken?
Oh, you did. You know how he does.
Son
He's a
of a
grifter.
Bitch.
Oh, I caught that Attacking. Oh, I caught that. Oh my good. He wasn't keeping it clean.
God dang it.
Nasty.
Until Shay spoke, I wasn't thinking about it. Thanks a lot, Shay. I appreciate it. Let me see something. Hold on here. Yeah, I love that right there.
Oh, gross.
Oh yeah, I still got I took off from Rican's page.
Wow.
But anyway, for you guys to keep on backing Trump, this is a paper trial. Everything except for the witnesses talking. You had Alan Weisselberg literally write down, we're going to give Michael Cohen $130,000 plus 50. It makes it $180,000. We're going to times that by 2 and give him $360,000. Plus at the end of the year, we're going to give him $60,000 for a bonus. So that'd be $420,000.
Wow.
If you're on retainer for $20,000 a month, whatever his retainer was, why are you doing this extra? I mean, seriously, why is he walking across the street to go to the bank to get a loan on his property? And then you guys, well, we're going to pay him over here. We're going to pay him for this. And we're going to give him double because he's got to pay taxes on the $180,000. So if we give him an extra $180,000, that pays the taxes. So we're reimbursing him for what he took.
Good question.
Math or meth? Which one are they on? Are they on meth or are they on meth?
Oh, to me, I can't call it. This has got to keep it clean.
Yeah. You guys have to hear Zeus after 12 o'clock, after midnight. He goes wild.
No, not true, Attacking. Not true. All right.
Zeus after 12 says the word damn.
Oh my goodness. Keep it clean.
Yeah, you definitely keep it clean. You always do. I wish I had your ability, buddy. I really, 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 really do.
Yeah. Well, listen, it's just depending on what you're trying to do.
I love to anger people. The Russian bears. I love that. They're ignorant. MOD, ignorant. I love calling these people out for everything that they lie about.
Wow. They're a bunch of liars. That's definitely true.
Every time you want to talk about a fact, you don't have anything to show, and Donald Trump is literally telling you right in front of you in the courtroom that he's done things before he goes into the courtroom and after he comes out of the courtroom. What about the gag order? Yeah, okay, I'll listen to the gag order. Hey, it's a 10-minute break. Okay, hold on. True Social. The judge is a hack. He needs to resign. Back in the courtroom. Oh yes, Your Honor. I will abide by the gag order. I mean, this guy needs to be thrown in jail as an example.
He will be. I believe. A lot of people don't think that he will be placed into jail. Thank you, Rick. Thank you. A lot of people don't think that the judge will put him in there, but I have a strange feeling that Donald Trump is going to do whatever it takes to see the inside of a jail. I just have this strange feeling.
I hope the judge, just as an example, has the bailiff one court day take Donald Trump into the holding cell in the chambers and say, take his phone away from him, sit him there. Mr. Trump, you're going to sit there for the next 6 hours.
Yep. Maybe a good day, right?
The entire court day.
Yeah.
Right. And then you're there and they bring you a wrapped bread and cheese sandwich with little packets of mustard and mayonnaise for the cheese sandwich and a little carton of milk.
Ooh.
Right.
That's that jail. That's that. Yeah. That's that jail diet right there.
The jail diet with an apple or an orange and a cookie.
Oh my God! Wow.
Not that I've ever eaten any of that stuff or know anything about
mystery meat.
All right, I'm gonna.
They should give him that. All right. Well, listen, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to Brother Attacking No Lies Detected. Oh, it's bad in there. Trust me, it's bad in the jail cell. They know that, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let's move it along. All right, Brother Lex, how are you doing this morning, my good friend? Wow, what a show. We still got pretty good attendance. All right. Good morning, champ. How are you doing?
Bro?
Hey, how are you? I'm all right.
I'm going to break it down for you. This is my deduction of MAGA and what they're doing. They're a bunch of racists. I mean, that's basically it. I mean, you can gish gallop and circle around and do everything that you would like to do. Explain away, deny, dodge, duck, whatever you want to. You're just racist, and that's it. Why don't you just come on out and say it? I prefer you do that.
Yeah.
You know? That's just how I feel about that.
Why don't they ever admit that that's what they are? Why do they like to deny that? You know, that's interesting.
Because they're not ashamed of it. They just want to use some kind of weird trick or something in thinking that we are ignorant people. And you know, clearly we are not. We can identify what they are. Why don't you just say it?
Yeah.
Say it. If you want to say the magic words when you see me, just say it. I don't know what happened, but you're welcome. You just let me know what it is. But what you're doing is you guys are beating around the bush and saying, oh, it's this or it's that. But whenever you identify problems that's in Democrat cities and urban areas or DEI and CRT and woke and all that stuff, you're saying one word to us and we know it. We can identify. We're not fools.
Nope. They always attack the DEI, right? We know why they do that.
So, you know, Zeus, boy, I'll tell you what, the things I've heard you talk about this morning is just, in Tennessee right now, our state legislator has been taken over, our legislation in the capital of Nashville has been taken over by basically the three letters. The triple. Yeah. The holy My Pillow guys. And they are doing it. They are treating the very few minorities that are in the state Congress there horribly, and calling them boys and telling them they're worthless and shoving them and pushing them and things like that. This is Tennessee.
Wow.
This is the state that I live in.
Yeah. I mean, when they try to say it's over, we are our ancestors, this stuff, it doesn't go on in 2024. They're lying, aren't they?
Yeah, they're lying. They're trying to bring it back. I'm bringing racists back. We all want the whips to crack.
Wow.
You know what
Cut
I'm
it
saying?
out.
That's what they're doing though. That's what
Wow.
they're doing. And I and everyone else on here can see if you have any sense of empathy and any kind of common sense, you would realize that president that you guys or former president you guys are supporting has no common sense. He's an idiot. There are plenty of
Bingo.
other people that are more qualified Republicans that could be out here doing this.
Tell
But
them.
yeah, Tennessee is open, Kerry. Trust me, I know that.
Mm.
You know what?
Go ahead and hit him, Lex. Yes, I'm on my backup.
Goodbye, everybody.
All
Have a great
right.
day. Don't be racist and don't support a misogynistic, Christo-fascist pig.
Bingo. Bingo, bingo.
Peace.
Thank you, Brother Lex. I appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to Brother Lex. No lies detected. All right, let's move it along. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness, who do we have next? Oh my goodness, RC. All right, let's get it in. Greetings, RC. How are you doing, bro?
Good morning, man. How you doing?
I'm all right. I'm all right. Just another day in the kingdom.
I see you're on your backup
Oh.
because the Trump supporters can't stand facts. They can't stand the truth, which is kind of ironic, because they support a pathological liar and then get mad at you for telling them the truth.
Bingo, that part.
One of the reasons that I use math to expose their racism and stupidity and hatred is because numbers are objective and verifiable. And they don't like that Obama had better economic numbers than their boy Trump.
Ooh.
So I use that. The reason I'm piggybacking off of Lex, what he was saying, is basically what Swerve asked me the other day is, why do I bring up the economy? It's to serve two purposes. It's to point out the reality that even Trump said Democrats are better for the economy. Obama was better than Trump before COVID. Biden has been better than Trump since COVID.
Yep.
They don't like that. And when they show me that they don't like that, what they're showing me is they don't like the reality. They either hate Democrats so much that they can't even admit that we're better for everybody in this country with policy.
Right.
The economy helps all of us. Whenever Trump bragged about jobs numbers or unemployment or GDP, what he was bragging about was stuff he inherited from Obama and Biden. And all of those numbers, Biden has been better than since. So when I use those numbers to give them the truth and they don't like it, what they're telling me is two things. Either they're stupid or they just hate us so much that they can't just simply acknowledge the reality that we're actually trying to help them, just like you are, by telling them the truth. Trump is not trying to help them by lying to them.
Nope.
Is Trump even running on anything these days? Is he offering anything to them? I mean, what's the policy? What's the platform? What's he offering them besides the shared hatred that they have, right?
You're right.
The ability to say things like, well, he says what I think, which is what they used to use the excuse of. A lot of them admit he's a terrible person.
Oh, somebody wrote border. Somebody wrote border, RC. There you go.
Right. As if Trump needs, I mean, the reason he's using the border, he didn't want a bipartisan border deal that he would have signed as a Republican president, since it was a Republican deal. Yeah. He needs that to placate to the white tea people in this country that he needs them to vote for. Oh. The only thing he has to appeal to them for is a shared hatred of people who are not like them. That's what it's all about. It's not about appealing to the greater good. It's not about appealing to the future. Biden and Democrats are actually about the future. Republicans are clearly about the past. They want to go back to the 1950s, and in Arizona, apparently the 1850s. All of this is about relitigating things that we are supposed to have moved on from as a society. We have granted rights. Biden and Obama expanded rights. Trump has now taken them away. So I don't want him back in power to take even more rights away from us.
Tell him, RC.
So keep telling the truth, even though they don't want to hear it, because I'm actually just tired of them absorbing the lies, because
Yes.
ultimately they damage all of us when they lie to themselves and
You
they
hear
back
that?
a pathological liar.
Bingo. Bingo, bingo, bingo. Spot on, RC. As always, you continue to bring the truth, gloves off, and it's always at a level 10. I appreciate it, bro. Seriously. And we're going to keep on talking about the economy, all right? Please.
I
Please.
appreciate it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to RC.
Take care, man.
All right. No lies detected. All right. I saw that Curly needs to send a guest request up. Curly, please send Zeus a guest request. All right, because people are tired of hearing you. Trump worshippers doesn't seem okay. People are tired of seeing you spread lies and misinformation. Now, I did see a MAGA demon out there. I was curious if we were going to get some progress with this MAGA demon today. All right. Hold on one second. Where is it at? Where is it at? I'm looking. All right. Here we go. All right. Keep on releasing your membership out there. All right. Here we go. Let me see. I'm almost there. Okay. Yeah. There we go. DJC JEC. You said Trump 2024. Facts are Biden is a pathological liar. Trump was the best we've had since Reagan. DJC, I sent you a request. Why don't you come on in the box? All right, come on in the box and please help me to understand what exactly. Oh, they were in your live, Ange. I don't know. Listen, when people say stuff like that, he was the best ever. I'm going, whoa. What the heck did I miss when he was in the office? All right, please, DJC, come on, bring your special behind up here and get into this special broadcast. All right, I heard you had a conversation with my good friend Ange. I would love to finish it up. All right, let's bring up our next panelist. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please send DJC back to the live. She probably left. All right, DJ Kitty, how are you doing?
Good morning, Zeus.
Good
Haven't
morning.
been up in a while. Good morning.
Wow, I know. I saw you. I said, wow, what is going on? And so happy to hear from you.
Exactly. I've been in the streets,
Yes.
holding it down.
Thank you.
Giving y'all love.
You've been, thank you. Yeah.
Y'all spreading the message, and we need to hear it.
Yes.
I just got something quick to say to
Okay.
all of MAGA. We know y'all are hurt. We know that you've been bamboozled, and now it's coming to fruition, and you can't really accept it. But I'm going to give you a few hints.
Right.
First, let go of the hate. That's number one. Because if you hate everyone else, it's just a reflection of yourself. You hate yourself. It's not our fault. Go pick up a couple classes. Go adopt a puppy. Go find something safe to do.
Yeah.
Other than coming into our lives, not just lives on TikTok, our life, and trying to tell us what to do. We are grown women. You don't control us. You can't even control yourself. You listen to a man who lied to you. He lied. And you're not man enough or woman enough to admit you've been bamboozled. It's okay. It's okay. Go get therapy. Go talk it out. Go find someone that you can talk to and express why you're upset. And please, for the love of God, understand you're not upset with us. You are upset with yourself. You are upset because your life sucks. Retribution, conservative Democrat, curly mod. Who hurt you? What woman said she didn't want to be bothered with your dusty ass? Who hurt you? Go get some help. It is not our fault that your lives suck. It's not on us. Look in the mirror and go fix yourself. You have issues. And I'm sure your parents have told you time and time again, sit your ass down. And shut up.
Ooh.
This is ridiculous. Y'all are grown men acting like a bunch of, I'm not going to disrespect Zeus's live, but you can catch me in the comments. You know what I call you. And for those who say, I just like Trump, it's either one or two things. You're ignorant, willfully ignorant, or you're a racist. Either one, we see you.
Bingo.
You have the life that you deserve. I know I do. I know I do. I know I do. And kiss all. I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there with you, Zeus, because I respect you too much.
I respect.
But they know.
Oh
They know.
my God! Listen, that
To
was a
Ange,
treat.
Straight Facts, Miss Morning Sir, Boss Diva, my sister's Queen Flea, Mystic Don. Y'all are my girls. Y'all keep me up. Y'all keep me on this app every morning. I love y'all. I love you, Zeus. Go
All
ahead and
right.
drop me, baby.
All right, I love
Thank y'all
you
for the
too.
gifts. Thank y'all for the gifts.
Oh wow, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause to DJ Kittigan. No lies detected. You know what we call that? Retribution, a conservative Democrat. You know what we call that?
Fatality.
Fatality. You're done. You all have, your credibility was already down the drain. Right now, it just doesn't even exist. You have a long way to go to be redeemed for all of your crimes and all of your sins. MAGA, it's over. Thank you, DJ Kitty Cat. I mean, that woke me up. I'm like, did I just drink another glass of coffee? All right. And this is what we do, ladies and gentlemen. Someone came in here. Is this all you do? Is you hate Donald Trump all day? You know what? You must not have heard. You must not have heard me.
And he's a big Trump hater. Openly, he's a Trump hater. And his wife.
I am a Trump hater. I'm a Trump hater just like Jack Smith is a Trump hater. All right? And I am proud of it. All right? Let's move it along. All right? Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. We got so many. Takesha, you're back. Wow. How are you doing, Takesha? Look at all the love on this live today.
That's not my name, Zeus.
What's your name?
Miss Section 8.
Oh, no, you didn't go there.
Yeah, I'm going to change it to Miss Section 8. So when they say it in the comments, I'll know it's really about me and love.
Oh, wow. Don't let them get you down. But you know what? I'd say
I'm not
this.
down, Zeus.
You're up.
I am Miss Section 8.
Yeah, you're
I
up.
I can buy a T-bone steak. My rent is low, and that's the way to go.
Bars.
How about that?
Bars.
I'm very excited about the Section 8.
Yeah.
Listen.
Talk to him.
Donald Trump is like that ex-husband who keeps showing up at his ex-wife's home, putting his key in the lock, trying to open the door and go back in.
Don't work like that.
He keeps wearing that suit. He has Secret Service, and his mock White House office is at Mar-a-Lago. He still thinks he's the president.
Right.
But they keep saying Joe Biden has dementia. It's really Donald Trump. Anytime you think you're still something that you've been fired from, why would I keep going to Walmart with the blue jacket on, trying to get on those people's register?
That is so funny.
Zeus,
that is hilarious.
If those people fired me, do I still work at Walmart?
No.
That is what Trump is doing. He keeps wearing those White House clothes. He keeps thinking. Now, come on, Zeus.
Wow, that is so funny. He definitely got fired. And he's still showing, and he make them still tell him that he's there. They have to still call him president in Trump world. You know that they got to still call him president.
This man has been applying for unemployment since the day we fired him. We keep denying him the unemployment, and he keeps filing for it.
Wow. That is something that it don't make sense to me. It's like they won't tell him the truth.
They won't tell him, sir, you're not going to get the benefits, okay?
Wow.
It's over.
Yeah.
So listen, so next month, what he's going to do is he's going to start, controlling their minds with that hand clock.
Yeah.
He's going to start taking it to those rallies. and he's gonna start saying they're already trying to cheat me because he know he's not gonna win because the numbers show.
Yeah.
And so he's gonna take that little clock and he's gonna dangle it.
Oh.
And they're gonna swing their head from side to side like that toupee sways.
Wow.
And they're gonna start believing and saying they're already cheating.
Wow.
It's about to start, Zeus.
Yeah.
I
Wow.
promise you.
I love it. I love it because this means they're gonna really be suffering out here, his supporters, right?
They're gonna be crying more tears than Crybaby on the movie when he went to jail.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
And what the judge should do is hold him in contempt for those outbursts that he's making from his butt. Pooty pooty. He keeps listen, I'm gonna call him gassy ass. Because it makes no sense that he's sitting in that courtroom, got those people smelling that toxic.
He nodding off. Ooh, excuse me, and then like, what are you doing?
I mean,
you making beats or something? Sheesh.
I would have to just get off the case. I could not sit there and smell his funky air coming from his booty.
Ain't no way. If I were a juror and I had to smell that, oh, you guilty.
I'd say, hey, you're guilty.
You're guilty.
If for nothing else but your farts. Okay.
That is so true.
Zeus, if you can't hold your gas, you definitely can't tell the truth.
Bingo. Bingo. Bingo.
Trump is guilty, and they need to get him out of there. And it's embarrassing those people got to sit there and smell that.
Tell him, Takesha. Tell him. Oh, my gosh.
Everything in their sleep but his butt.
Oh. Tell him, Takesha. Wow.
It's a shame, Zeus.
It really is. All right. Well, listen, it's a pleasure to talk to you. All right, as always. All right, and you just keep up the good work, and I appreciate all that you do. Seriously. All right.
Thank you, sweetie.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to the beautiful Takesha, or as she likes to say, Miss Section 8. All right. You can wear that title, Takesha. You can wear it. All right, because you know what? Even though I'm buckwheat and you're Miss Section 8, we're still doing a lot better than these Trump supporters. Trump supporters, get this. You got to look in the mirror and know we're still doing better than you. Whatever you call yourselves. You know what I call all of you? You know what's worse than being what you like to call us? You know what's worse? To be a bunch of losers. Y'all are the biggest losers on the face of the earth. You're all in a circus ran by the clown. And you're one of his opening acts. Look at what I can do with these losers. I can make them go to the Capitol and throw their lives away for me. Losers. I can make them stand outside of a courthouse and protest for me. Losers. These folks love me more than my wife and kids do. Losers. What a shame. All right. Good morning, Miss Boss Diva. How are you doing? I'm so sorry.
Hey, Zeus, how you doing today?
I'm all right. Just another day in the kingdom. All right. Just tending to the affairs. We got a lot going on. All right. We really do.
Hey, Takesha, I like that one. I like gassy ass. That was funny. But I also call him Pootie Tang.
Pootie Tang. Oh, that's a good name. Oh, like Pootie Tang. Nasty. You got a little.
I like Pootie Tang, though. You know what I'm talking about?
Wow.
It's so fitting.
Wow.
So looks like Melania is really, really, really paying attention to the court case, right? Like, she want to know what Karen McDougal gonna have to say when she get up on that good stand.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this, all right? Pretend like you're Melania, right? You've been going to bat for this nasty, no good, good for nothing clown. I'll call him that, all right? Because you know what I was going to say. All right, this nasty, good for nothing. And he's told you it's just all fake news. And you know deep in your heart this is not fake news. But you haven't heard Karen McDougal's story, right? And you're getting the rumors, and the word around town is after you gave birth to your son, he kept a relationship with her for a year and was telling her he loved her and all this other stuff. How would you personally? How would that be sitting on you if your man was doing something like that? If you
Oh,
could go.
definitely vengeance is definitely in order. I would do something to embarrass the living crap out of him. Any other crap that might be stuck up in there somewhere from all them Big Macs he been eating. It's backed up pretty bad, you know.
Right. So you're saying Melania, this isn't going to sit too well with Melania.
Nope. I'm wondering if she's actually going to come out with a book. There's been some speculation here and there. It's been tossed around, but I really do think she will. She is going to get some kind of vengeance on the whole situation when it's all over with, because there's a lot of things that she does not know. You know what I mean? With respect to her in particular, Stormy, okay, Stormy is pretty out there. Everybody knows the deets on her. But Karen is a little bit different because she spent a lot of time with Pootie Tang. So yeah, you know what I mean? And that I can understand why she really wants to zero in on that, And then of course whatever she can get from the divorce, because that's also coming. That's coming.
So you don't think this in any way strengthens the relationship?
Hell no.
Wow,
that's a funny ass.
No, because his supporters believe this is only getting him more popularity, making his numbers soar through the roof. So this is just another attack that the Democrats have staged. That's just going to help him.
Yeah, the Democrats did all of that. The Democrats destroyed his marriage. Democrats put his mushroom in Stormy and in Karen. Democrats did all of that. Democrats did every single thing to this man. I mean, from the, indictments and criminal charges, and civils and all of that. I mean, it was the Democrats.
Wow.
Full stop.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
I agree with you, MAGA. It's the Democrats. and they're taking him down. You know what I mean?
Wow. So I guess by that logic, this would mean Melania is a Democrat then, right?
Yeah, Melania is a Democrat too, but you mark my words though. She is going to do something. She's going to do something that's going to put him out there. I don't know if she's going to wait till he get thrown in jail, or I don't know when her timing is, but she's going to do something because she's a sneaky chick, right? And
but didn't he cheat on one woman to get with her? Wasn't that how the game went?
Yeah, and he cheated on somebody to get with her.
Okay. So this is just a player being a player. I mean,
that's why she keep getting all these prenup arrangements and all that stuff, and marriage arrangements. I mean, what couple do you know, Zeus? That really like every year refreshes their nuptial agreement.
I can't say I know such couples. All right, most people would throw in the towel after all of this nonsense. It's over. It's over. It's definitely all about the bag, and she definitely has more than enough to get it. All right, seriously.
Yeah, you think? I don't know if she's gonna have too much left though. I mean, because they will end up taking all those properties in a minute. Okay, because he's gonna lose the appeal, right?
Yep.
And he's not gonna have the money, or the rest of the money to come up with. They got 175 million, yeah. So they got that, but it's a little bit more than that he needs to come up with, right?
Facts.
And I just wanted to shout out DJ Kitty. You came up here and you cooked it. You cooked it all. Up this morning. You know what I mean? You said it. You said everything that we always say, and yeah, it's just one of those situations where they will get it. They'll get it eventually, but it's gonna be too late, right?
Bingo. The game gonna already be over by the time they get it. All right.
That's right. Well, thank you, Zeus, for having me up, baby. I love you very much.
All right, love you too. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to the baby. All right, let's give the beautiful Miss Boss Diva a round of applause. No lies detected. All right, let's hurry up, ladies and gentlemen. We gotta move it along. All right, I get it. Miss Morningstar, how are you doing? I see you, Ange. All right.
What's up, Zeus?
What's going
Good
on?
morning. Oh my God. What a show, Zeus. What a show.
Wow, right? I mean, we've been down and
Yes.
up. Oh my God, what's
I'm
going on?
telling you. That's the MAGA sexuals. Let's give them a real name. MAGA sexuals. Megasexuals. That's gonna be their introduction.
Wow.
You know, because they torn. They so torn, Zeus. They torn and they afflicted. They got so much love for what my sister call them pootie tang.
No, I got you, Ange. Yeah. That means they'll try anything for Trump.
They'll do anything. They'll do anything for Trump. They give him all his love, all they time, all they money. Oh, those megasexuals. They don't know how to handle. They go tattoo his face on their thigh. They thigh meat, Zeus. The
on the thigh meat?
On the thigh meat, yes. They go get his face on. They do whatever it takes for old frumpy dumb pootie tang over there. They just love him so much, Zeus. They don't know what to do.
You know what, Morningstar?
Sexual in them.
Morningstar, you sound like you're a Trump hater. Is that all you got?
I'm just saying that I figured it out. This is what's going on. They are afflicted with love for the MAGA sex. They got that MAGA sexual demon. It's a demon too.
Oh, you put the D on it.
Zeus, they are losing. They are losing their ever-loving mind. You got them in the comments every time you turn around. They crying. They talking about Trump this, Trump that, Trump 2024. Trump. I'm like, have y'all been watching these hearings? Have y'all been looking at what's going on with old frumpy dump Trump? He is losing his mind. You know, Takesha Section 8, my girl. She said it the best. Listen, the dude don't know what's going on. He's showing up for work, all dressed up in the suit. He ain't got no goddamn desk. Excuse me, Zeus. He ain't got no office. He ain't got nothing. He done put up fake boards behind him with pictures of flags and presidential pictures he done hung behind him. So when he get up there and do his speech, he look like he in the Oval Office. He is losing his dang own mind.
Is this why he keeps saying he has presidential immunity with those classified documents? He took the boxes home because he think he's still the president.
Zeus, he walking around with a briefcase, ain't nothing in it. He is out here messed up, and these folks is really falling for this garbage every day. He think he won. He think he beat Obama, Zeus.
Oh goodness.
He thought he beat Obama. I'm just saying, like, the dude is losing it. He has lost it, y'all. And y'all sitting around here messing with Uncle Joe, you know, messing with Joe. Yeah, we know Joe moves slow a little bit, but it's over, MAGA. Come on.
Wow.
MAGA sexuals. That's what we gonna call them. MAGA sexuals.
Listen.
That's their name.
That's what they is. They'll do anything for Trump.
They do anything. Any means necessary.
You know they got a little kink.
They
got a little kink they like to do. They like to smell his dirty diaper before they go in.
Yeah.
You know
it. That's their thing, Zeus. They love that diaper. That diaper is sexy to them. They turned on by that diaper. All the retribution, all of them. What is it? Conservative and
we gonna call him Conservative D. That's it. Yeah, he got
Conservative D. Y'all should be ashamed of y'allself. But Zeus, I heard my bell. I just wanted to get up here and confirm that's their name.
Okay.
And we know now. Okay. And we gonna keep hope alive for them because that's tough. All right, y'all.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to Morningstar. No lies protected. Oh yeah, we Section 8 kings and queens over here. Oh yeah, we're a bunch of Trump haters over here, ladies and gentlemen. All right. This guy, Donald Trump, he believes the big lie, so he still thinks he's the president. All right. That's why he's moving the way he moves. That's why he took those classified documents, because he still thinks he's president. But there's a problem. Why is he running for a second or a third term if he still believes he's president? I mean, you got to be able to answer that one. All right, Ange, good morning. All right,
Good morning. How are
hello.
you?
I'm all right. Doing all that I came to do. We're on the backup though. All right,
Yes.
Oh Lord! Oh, we gotta keep it clean. Oh my God!
What? Somebody's got to clean that up. Don't you feel bad for them?
Look at the floor. Look at the floor. He ain't just doing damage in the diaper. He blowing his guts out.
Maybe
he blowing
your
his
baby
guts.
scumbag, your baby Botox, nice Mr. Felon. Maybe they'll come by. They love him so much. They'll come by and they'll clean that mess up. But for real, that's just so disgusting. I want to go back to the Section 8 thing.
Go for it, Ange. Go for it.
My friend Takesha. Hey, Retribution and all you other losers. Why do you say Section 8 to Takesha, but not to me? Why?
Yeah, tell him,
That
Ange.
seems a little weird to me. It's almost like it has something to do with the skin color, you whole...
They're racist.
That's
they are
exactly what they
racist.
are. Call me Section 8. Why don't you do that? Because you know what? When I was a young single mother, I had assistance.
Ain't nothing wrong with the little government assistance.
No, go ahead and call me that. I left a domestic violence situation, and I had to get out there on my feet and get a little help, so I could get back to work and whatnot. So why don't you call me that? Okay?
Yeah.
Because you know what? First of all, she's not Section 8, and who gives a flying you-know-what? If she is, or if anybody is, hey, everybody needs a hand up. I don't care. You could be one paycheck away. You know what I mean? From needing that help. And especially you Trumpers, you ain't making crap anyway. You would be the first ones. You just won't admit it. You won't admit it. You need us Democrats, but you're never, ever going to admit it. All right, I'm over that. But I want to talk about January 6th, of course.
Let's get him, Ange. Get him. You're cooking, too.
A little bit about January 6th. So this whole Trump thing can't keep his mouth shut in court, right? That, he's out having these outbursts, his little tantrums.
Right.
Can't shut his mouth. Weird.
Right.
On January 6th, he shut his mouth for 3 hours, didn't he? He could keep his mouth shut on January 6th for 3 hours.
Wow.
While law enforcement was getting pummeled and beat and unalived.
Ain't that something?
Kept his mouth shut then, didn't he? Had no freaking problem doing that.
Nope.
Tell me why.
When Ashley Babbitt lost her life.
You in here, yo baby Botox, Mr. Nice Felon. You guys all in here, or are you running today? They're all crying in their pillows. That's what they're doing. Crying.
The pillow crying. Wow.
That's what they're doing. That's really all I had to say, is just to point out that he can't keep his mouth shut, but January 6th he did. And I think it's pretty obvious. And aren't they taking up that the immunity case? Is it tomorrow?
Yes, it's tomorrow on Thursday, correct.
That's my other thing. I think everybody knows this. Why the heck is he asking for that if he's so innocent?
Once again, MAGA has zero answers. What a show today, Andrew, right? Keep up the great work, all right?
They just keep fighting for him. I think it was Attacking or Dubs in my live this morning that asks some MAGA person, asked him, what would it take? Could he stand there and unalive somebody right in front of you, and you would maybe stop voting for him or whatever?
Right.
And the guy, I think he said something like, well, it depends. It depends. He literally said, speaking of depends.
That's a good one, Andrew. That's a good one.
I'm sorry. What? I just had that picture cracked me up.
Yeah, it's really who Donald Trump is. That's why that picture is so alarmingly spot on.
It's really nasty. My girl Jess made a video about showing him just ripping you-know-whats all over the place.
Nasty!
He's a nasty, nasty person. Anyway, I heard my bell. I just wanted to check in. And it's good to be home, except it's 50 degrees here, and that sucks. But
that does suck, but it could be worse, I guess, right?
It could. I had a great time. Anyway, thanks, guys, and you all have a great day.
All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to the beautiful Ann. All right, I gotta land the plane and get up out of here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm well past my time slot. I will be doing my show on this account, so please be sure to follow it going forward. My main account has unfortunately seen better days, all right, and I get it. But it doesn't change the brand. We'll still continue to give you nothing but the truth, all right? So help me God. But before we get up out of here, you all deserve a round of applause. I want to also give a special round of applause to all the subscribers, to all the gifters, to my moderators, and to all of the panelists, those who had the courage to get up here and tell the truth and shame the devil. You're doing an excellent job helping to keep this show exciting, engaging, and entertaining. I try to be the best. I really do try to be the best at what I do, all right? I really do appreciate it, all right? But you know what we got to do? We got to give one more round of booze and shame to all of the Zeus haters out there, all right? These are our critics. These are our detractors, all right? These folks, ladies and gentlemen, spend hours upon hours peddling misinformation and disinformation on behalf of Vladimir Putin and the Kremlin. These people are some fake patriots. These are some fake TikTok lawyers. These are some Russian assets. I call them Russian bears, and they know exactly who they are. They don't come in on their main accounts. They come in on their backup accounts because they're too terrified to be confronted with facts. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give them what they deserve. Our final round of booze and shame. Thank you for the subscriptions, by the way.
Silence! You never demon!
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, take care and stay safe out there on those TikTok streets. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do. I'm out of here.
Cause heads in the kingdom.
All right, great show, ladies and gentlemen. I really do appreciate it.
This is how I move when I'm walking like Zeus.
This
is how I sound when I'm talking like Zeus. This is how I stare.
Hey, Nathan's mom, thank you.
Act a fool when I'm moving like Zeus. Don't be playing with my move when I'm
Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you too.
In the sky like you rep like Zeus.
Hey, Tony, Queen Lee, DJ Kitty Cat, let's go. Hey, and keep up the great work. Welcome back in. Money on my mind. Rick, thank you so much. All right, Mickey Pete, I love you too. Linda, I love you. All right, I do an excellent job. Thank you, Brown Eyes. Lady Levon, let's go. Woo! Mary! And keep it going. Retribution, you're losing, bro. I can tell that you're losing because you changed your profile picture ever since we got to the bottom of who you really are. You changed your profile picture, bro, and you're still scared to turn on your camera. You a conservative Democrat. All right, on it today. Hit him with it later. Swerve. So glad to see you swerving. All right, I really do appreciate it. Miss Morning Star, thank you. Hey MAGA, it's over. Dark IT lady, excellent work. Curly. Yeah, he did change his picture, Takesha. You know what we did to him? We gave him the clickbait treatment. When they get that treatment, they change their name, they change their profile. Oh yeah, it's over. It's done. Slick as Rick. Hey. Jess. All right. Take me time. Valerie, thank you. No retribution. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking to you. All right, and you're a loser, bro. Low girl. All right, Shadow Kitty. Woo, Dion. Eva, Mary Francisco. Reagan Republican. All right. Mystica, Brown Eyes, Slick as Rick. You are all amazing. Shay, thank you. All right, I don't know if I said that, but you know we gotta say that. Rio. All right, where you at, DJ? Oh, tell him, Boss Diva. I got that. Lady Rima, let's go. All right. California 213, let's go. Here we go.
I just want to find
Marisol,
11,780
And that'll get you a RICO. That'll get you a RICO case, all right? All right. All right, Rob. Keep up the good work. Reggie! Where you at, Reggie? Let's hit him with the Jack Smith remix.
He's deranged. Jack Smith. He's deranged. Jack Smith.
He's deranged.
Jack Smith.
He's deranged.
Jack Smith. He's deranged. Jack Smith. He's deranged. Jack Smith. He's deranged. Jack Smith.
Oh, yes.
Donald Trump is indicted and they take one charge and they turn it into 36 charges.
Right.
And he's a big Trump hater. Openly, he's a Trump hater. And his wife is even more of a Trump. Deranged Jack Smith.
Oh, yes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what are we going to wrap it up with today? Let's see what we got today. Oh, okay, here we go. Oh, my goodness. Let's see. Okay, here we go.
Every time the radical left Democrats, Marxists, communists, and fascists indict me, I consider it a great badge of courage.
And we got some badges for you, champ. Just hang in there, all right? Keep going to court, just like we tried to get you to do a long time ago. All right, now, before we get up out of here, let's go ahead and drop the bomb. Let's go ahead and drop the bomb.
You have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
That's right. You ain't black. You ain't nothing but a modern day slave. I'm out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Take care and see you tomorrow.